Hi, I'm Ray Evernham, host of the new Velocity show AmeriCarna, and I'm here at Velocity to talk to you about cars. The car technology that's available today that I really wish I had when I was racing were engine management, so we didn't have to mess around with carburetors and tuning. I love the way a car with fuel injection and engine management responds, and paddle shifts. Man, I love paddle shifts. If I'd have had paddle shifts, I'd have been more of a road racer, or at least a much better road racer. I think the hybrid cars of today are really pretty cool. We've got a responsibility to help protect the earth and stay green. I think it's really neat that people are making a combination. And as far as racing, hybrid cars are going to be a thing of the future. Right now, we're starting to see more and more people either building hybrids or going full electronic, using racing to help develop that stuff. I think it's really great that we're starting to blend good old fossil fuel motorsports and now the new green motorsports to help each other. We're learning things from the electronic side, and I think they're learning things from us. It's something that we're going to see very, very soon on the track. I don't know how soon we'll see it in NASCAR, but it's coming. Hi, Valder. This is Ray Evernham.
Ray Evernham, thank you so much for joining us live in Dallas, Texas, on the Valder Beebe Show. It's our pleasure. I'd like to let my audience know that Ray Evernham is a three-time NASCAR champ and Hall of Famer and ESPN analyst, and he's going to talk with us today about the impact of American culture in the new series, Velocity. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Valder. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you so very much. Tell us what you got going on.
Oh, wow. I'm so excited about our new show, AmeriCarna, premiering on Velocity, January 28th on Tuesday night. And it is a story of how cars have affected our culture. You know, racing is where I'm known, but because of my racing background, I've been able to travel America and find my way into garages and houses and buildings that and I've met some incredible people that have extraordinary cars. They've allowed us to get in and tell the stories of how these cars have affected America and changed our culture. And America's always had a love affair with the automobile, and it is the most emotional machine ever created.
As we move into this portion of American history, will your series look back and then bring us to the current?
Yeah, we try and look at the America's timeline through the eyes of the automobile, or through the headlights, if you will. When you see a car sitting in a field, or even sitting on a used car lot, and you think, what has this car seen? Who has seen the world through its windshield, and how has America changed? We looked at the East Coast versus the West Coast. Out here on the East Coast, the 1940 Ford was used by the moonshiners to make a living and run bootleg whiskey. We took a real moonshine car with a real moonshiner, Junior Johnson, and drove around North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, and talked about where the stills used to be put, and had a real revenuer who had chased those guys be part of the show and talked about chasing the moonshiners. And then on the West Coast, we met some of the surfers who created the Woody Wagon culture and how that developed into such a huge life experience for people. We found a man who's been surfing for over 50 years. He served in the Vietnam War, served as a highly decorated LA firefighter, and then we got the huge big wave surfer Laird Hamilton to be part of that show. We've talked to the Beach Boys, Ron Howard, Don Prudhomme, a lot of West Coast guys, and then we've actually got some of the country music stars to get involved in it. Charlie Daniels, Brad Paisley, and people like that. Everybody seems to have a love affair with a car.
You say you talked on the East Coast, I think you said East Coast, to a real moonshiner. Is it true that NASCAR started because of moonshiners?
That's absolutely true. the moonshiners, or bootleggers as they were called, used to modify their cars to make them go faster, carrying all the whiskey. And then they got into a competition to decide to see who had the fastest cars. And it originally started on the highway, and then they realized if they could run their cars in the field around in a circle, that their friends could watch and they could get more cars to participate. And that was really the roots of stock car racing in the South, not just North Carolina, but on down to Georgia. And some of our original NASCAR heroes were guys that had a little issue with the law of bootlegging whiskey.
Ray, you've had a stellar career. How exciting is this for you to be a part of this AmeriCarna series?
It's really exciting. As I said, I have loved cars my whole life. And to be able to tell the stories of that passion, to reconnect people, you know, when you look at the times in your life, some of your best moments, the car's been the backdrop for whether it's those photos of your graduation, your wedding. You think about the first car that you have, it was your freedom. You make your cars very personal the way you want to decorate them. You know, just listening to the music as you're going down the road, your first date, first kiss. You know, cars have been very special. Cars have been more than just transportation. They really were a part of our family, and we hope to reconnect people with that time and to some of our new viewers, our younger viewers, and let them know that this is a special machine and had a lot to do with the way America is built, from, you know, not just our culture, our music and things like that, but cars are Art Deco. You look at chrome, I thought chrome was a color. That's how much I loved cars. And cars have also had a huge influence on the way our cities and towns and streets are laid out.
When do you want us to watch? And I've got to ask you, what's your favorite car?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
When do you want us to watch your new series, and what is your favorite car?
Oh, wow. My favorite car. It's really hard. It's hard for me. I love cars so much, it's hard to pick a favorite one. But I do have a real 40 Ford Moonshine car that I drive. I have some wing cars. I love the old 1970s muscle cars that were designed for the NASCAR days. The Chryslers with the big wings on the top, and the Fords with the extended noses. I love those cars. I drive my Jeep every day. I'm a little bit of a guy that likes to go off-road. When I see a car sitting out in the field, I just kind of, I can take my Jeep and drive right out there and take a look at it. So I drive a lot of different cars. I have probably too many cars in my collection, but I just love them all.
Thank you so much, Ray Evernham, and tell us when you want us to watch your series on the Velocity Network.
Thank you very much. And it is just on Velocity, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. We premiere this Tuesday on January 28th, and we'll be looking forward to seeing everybody.
Ray Evernham, thank you so much for letting me talk to a legend. I feel so great today. Thank you.